What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. I'll be breaking down the UFC Fight Night Ketlen Vieira versus Miesha Tate card. Obviously, what can I do? What can I do? I do got to break down this card. Sadly, nothing against the card. The card's actually pretty decent. It's just the main event. They're just killing us, bro. They're killing us with these hoes. This time, I'm not going to be necessarily protesting because I am kind of rooting. I guess I'll give up my main event pick. I am rooting for Ketlen Vieira here, so I might tune and watch and pray to every deity and every god that Vieira gets it done here. But besides that, I mean, yeah. Luckily, this is the last one of the year, and after that, we get nothing but bangers. So let's just be happy about that. But we also do have a GOAT on the card, Michael Chiesa, my boy Chiesa. So it is what it is, you know, greatness on the card. So I know some of y'all gonna crack up to that, but yeah, let's get to it. Chiesa Fight Week, baby. Chiesa Fight Week. I love the sound of that. But let's talk about the curtain jerker of the card. Loma Lookboomy versus Lupita Godinez. Totally botched her name, but whatever. I mean, Loma comes with a record of 16. No, I was about to say 16-2. 6-2, 25 years old, height of 5'1", and a reach of 62. Lupita, also a record of 6-2, age 28, a height of 5'2", and a reach of 61. I mean, so both these girls are coming off kind of different records. I mean, well, not different records. They're both coming off different, wins and losses. But Lupita's coming off a loss to what's her face, the little black girl, Luana Carolina. Luana is just like not good, but she's hella big. You know what I'm saying? Like she's just I don't know. She just wins on, I think, on size. I don't know. Like she's not good at anything. but yeah, it is what it is. Lupita couldn't get it done against her, but then Lupita beat what's her face, Silvina Gomez. I mean, she looked like a soccer mom in there. And then she had a split decision loss to Jessica Pena. I thought she won that fight, but I mean, it is what it is. Loma's coming off wins over Sam Hughes, who's a quitter, and Jinyu Frey, which is actually a pretty good win. But both girls are kind of like atomweight, so it made sense. And her last loss was Angela Hill. I think Lupita's gonna fucking Loopy, or I think that's her nickname, is gonna ragdoll this girl, man. I truly believe that. I think she's gonna pick her up, slam her. She's gonna do whatever she wants to her. I think Lupita's just too big, man. This girl's fought at flyweight. Now she's going down to strawweight. I think she's. I don't think she could ever make atomweight. She's just big. She's huge. She's hitting people with fucking jackknife power bombs, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? She's just too strong, and she's not bad in the boxing, but I think she's gonna dominate in the wrestling. So I got Lupita by decision here. But yeah, next fight, I mean, Luana Pinahiro versus Sam Hughes. The quitter herself, just was talking about her. Nothing. Well, actually, both these girls are some high-class actors. I mean, Luana, the stunt she pulled with Random Marcos, oh my god. That was some high-class acting right there, if I ever seen it. Bro, Aljamain would be proud. I think Aljo actually tweeted something really funny. I ain't gonna lie on Twitter saying, I forgot what he said, but he said something like, "Great job, my student. Maybe you can make it to my level one day." Something like that. I'm like, yeah, this clown, bro. He's a clown, you know. But hey, it is what it is. Luana comes with a record 9-1. Age 28, a height of 5'4", and a reach 62. Hughes 5-3, age 29, a height of 5'5", and a reach 64.5. So she does have a reach advantage, Hughes. But I mean, you have to be good to utilize your reach. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a huge fan of Hughes. I think actually Luana Pinahiro might be live for a sub here. I think she might. I don't know, man. Hughes been subbed before. She seems like more of a striker, and she doesn't like to be in the clinch. Well, actually, I think she engaged in the clinch against Loma. I think, yeah, she was engaging in the clinch and was wrestling. But yeah, I think she's actually, I might have, yeah, she's just been getting lit up by a lot of fucking strikers. But I mean, I think Luana can actually take her down and probably submit her. I don't know. I could be wrong here. Maybe this just goes to decision. But yeah, I'm gonna take Luana by first round sub, man. I just think dude, the way she throws people, I think she can get the sub here. So I'm gonna take her by first round sub. Sam Hughes is a quitter, so it is what it is. I don't like calling fighters quitters, but I mean what she did with Tisha Torres, I mean that was one of a kind. Next fight, Tucker Lutz versus Pat Sabatini. Really good fight right here. These guys, both grapplers with decent hands. I mean, Tucker Lutz comes in with a record of 12-1. Fights out of Maryland, age 27, a height of 5'8", and reach 72. Pat 15-3. Fights out of Pennsylvania, age 31, a height of 5'8", and reach 70. I mean, Pat did beat Michelle Perez Pops and Tristan Connolly, and is coming off that win over Jamal Emmers, where he did get dropped. I did see that. Man, I felt really bad for Emmers, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, Pat, I would say Pat is somewhat of a, I don't want to say a suspect chin, but he's not as durable. I think Tucker might be more durable than him. I think Tucker should probably play sprawl and brawl. He should probably be the offensive striker. I think Tucker might have an edge on the feet a little bit, not like a big edge. I wouldn't say he's like way better than Pat. I think Pat is going to be initiating the grappling here. And I don't know, man. Pat's been looking real good lately. I mean, the Jamal Emmers victory it's a big victory, you know. Jamal has really big victories, you know. He has a victory over Corey Sandhagen. You look at him, he's top 5 in the world, right? So, I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. It was at fucking 145, but it still is there. But I mean, Pat, I feel like Pat should win this. Tucker looked good against the what's-his-face. Yeah, sorry for the interruption, but y'all already know it's not an eBay fight prediction video if it's no interruption. So let's get back to it. But yeah, I mean, he looked good against Kevin Aguilera. I thought his wrestling, his boxing, everything looked really sharp. You know, he looked pretty decent. He threw really straight shots. He used his jab, used his cross. You know, he looked decent on the stand-up. I just think Pat is the better grappler here. And Pat is no slouch on the feet. So I think he should win a decision here. I got Pat Sabatini by decision. Next fight, my boy Sean Soriano versus Qileng. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry, but yeah, the Wolverine. Let's just call him the Wolverine. Wolverine versus Sean Soriano. Wolverine comes with a record of 19-7. Fights out of China. Age 27, a height of 5'8", reach 69. Soriano 14-7, fights out of Florida, age 32, a height of 5'9", and a reach of 71. I mean, Soriano, I think Soriano is really, really good. I know some of y'all might be like, he's a bum, but he's good. He's good on the feet. I feel like he kind of lacks in the grappling department, but I mean, he got, in my humble opinion, he got caught against Gagos. I just, to this day, I don't know how that happened. I'm like, yo, I was shook. I was shook when that happened. But I think Soriano's gonna make a comeback here. I think he's gonna light this dude up. This dude's more of a stand-up fighter. I mean, you know, he had a good fight with Joshua Calvillo, but Calvillo won it. I think Soriano, with the reach advantage, I think he's gonna use his jab. I think he's gonna use his 1-2. He's live for a finish, but I'm gonna take him by decision here. I think just safe one. His last 3 fights, you know, out of his last 3, he knocked 2 of them out, and he went to 1 decision. So in terms of his wins, he's I think 2-3 out of his last 5 in terms of wins and losses. But yeah, I think Soriano should win this. Soriano's, you know, Stanford MMA guy. These Stanford MMA guys, I know sometimes they choke, but most of the time they really do win in these spots. I mean, they're just really, really legit, and they, you know, they're good. They got really good hands, and they're pretty well rounded. So, you know, I don't know. Soriano didn't show a lot of his well roundedness. I should say that against Gagos, but Gagos, he's all right. You know, Gagos, he can choke a motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't do it against Armin, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I got Soriano by decision here. Next fight, a fight that I talked about a while back, Ronnie Yaha versus Kang. I think Kang should win this, man. Yaha, I mean, he's just a one-dimensional grappler. I mean, it works, but Kang, I mean, the Brandon Davis win hasn't aged too well, but I mean, he's beaten some guys, and he's really well-rounded. I mean, he's decent in a lot of areas. He's good on the feet. He's good in the grappling. He's on 3-fight win streak. Yaha, I mean, he beat fucking Ray Rodriguez, right? You know what I'm saying? His last loss to Ricky Simone, no shame there. 36 years old. He's past his prime. Height of 5'6", reaches 68. Kang, I mean, 34 years old, height of 5'9", reaches 73. So he does have he has a bit of a 5-inch reach advantage. So, I mean, he's going to utilize that reach. I think he has decent grappling. I think he can keep it on the feet. And I think he should win an easy 29-28 or 30-27 decision. So I got Kang by decision. Mr. Perfect. How can you go against a guy named Mr. with a nickname with Mr. Perfect? That's actually kind of cool. But hey, it is what it is. So I got Kang by decision. Next fight, Rafa Garcia versus Nathan Levy. Nathan Levy's just the Israel dude, right? Israeli. He's good. He's a good fighter. He's a good grappler. Garcia, I mean, he let me down big time in his last fight, man. I mean, against Gudesmacher. But he did good. He dropped him. But and he got a lot of good takedowns. But I don't know, he just kind of got outworked and just the output was against him. And I don't know. Levy's a grappler. So I think this might play into Garcia's ballpark. He's on a 2-fight losing skid. Levy's 6-0. I think the motivation is going to be a lot different for both guys. Levy's kind of maybe, I don't know. I haven't watched any media days or any interviews, but he might be looking past him. Garcia's actually decent. In both of those losses, he had his moments. He's not like he got steamrolled. It's not like he did terrible. He won rounds, right? He didn't win any rounds against Nasrat, but he made it competitive. So I think he's pretty tough. I think he's actually decent on the ground. He might be better on the ground than on his with his hands. So I'm probably gonna take Garcia, hopefully by decision. He seems like he kind of gasses out, like he puts everything in that first round. I hope he fucking relaxes, fights a good fight, stays in there. I think Garcia can win this. He's a really good grappler. He's a contender series guy. He has the reach advantage, but his striking didn't look that good from what I saw. But he choke a motherfucker out, give him that if he gets on the ground. So, but I think Garcia can keep it on the feet with him. So I'm gonna take Rafa Garcia by decision. Next fight, Terrance McKinney versus Faraz Ziam. I mean, this is a good fight. I wish we would. I couldn't talk for a second. I wish we would have got McKinney versus Paddy Pimblett, but I guess Patty didn't want the smoke. But Ziam, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to go against Ziam. I mean, yeah, Ziam got hurt against Luigi, but and Terrance can do the exact same thing. But I think Ziam's, kickboxing, and this is going to be in the feet. He has a 1-inch reach advantage, so he isn't too big. But he's fighting at also another guy fighting out of Stanford. Almost like I could do like a Stanford MMA parlay fucking piece right here. Him and what's his face, Soriano. But I mean, these guys just win fights, man. And I don't want to base everything off of camp, but I mean, yeah, McKinney's victory over what's his name? Frivola, right? Matt Frivola. I mean, Frivola's a decent guy. I think Frivola's better than Luigi Vendramini, but is Frivola better than Jamie Malarkey? No, I wouldn't say that. Now, some people do think Jamie won that fight, but I mean, Ziam, he's really long. He's a really good kickboxer. And McKinney, I don't know. McKinney does have a wrestling background, but I don't know if McKinney is going to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he's going to do it. It seems like he's fallen in love with his hands. I think he's going to play this game, and I think McKinney's going to lose a decision here. I could be wrong. I thought about going with McKinney. I know a lot of people on Tapology are going crazy for this kid. I mean, fucking, what's it called? 76% for McKinney, but I think Ziam's he's better on the feet, technically. Unless McKinney can take it to the ground, then yeah, but it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's the time to fade Ziam, but I don't think it's now. I think Ziam is he's fade material, don't get it twisted. Like, I think one day, but they got to give him a wrestler, you know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, I think that's when I can fade him, but hey, it is what it is. Next fight, this punk-ass Cody Turton. I forgot he's still in the UFC. God damn, man. He's still here versus Oroyu, the Mongolian murderer. That's fucking dope. I mean, this dude's a fucking savage, Oroyu. I know I'm probably mispronouncing his name, but I apologize for that. But he's actually, I like him. He's a really fun fighter to watch. I mean, he went to war with Jeff Molina, and he rocked Molina in that third round and almost had him out of there. Durden, he's always talking mess. I mean, the dude's, I don't know what's wrong with the dude. He's at American Top Team Atlanta. Got fucking, what's it called? Flying, right? It was a flying triangle choke by my boy Jimmy Flick. Jimmy Flick retired, punked his ass and retired. I was happy for Jimmy. He got out the game quick. Did his thing. Good on him. But Arroyo, I think Arroyo's gonna knock this motherfucker out on the low. Like I obviously, I don't know if this guy's ever lost by knockout though. That's the thing. Durden's kind of durable. He's kind of durable. Has Durden ever been slept? No. He's been choked out though. I think he's gonna taste some of that mat. I think he's gonna kiss that mat today, face down, ass up. I think Roy's gonna get him out of there. I don't like this dude, man. That's probably why. You guys can probably don't listen to me here. There's a lot of emotion. I just do not like this dude. Obviously, what's his name? Victor Rodriguez. I think Victor Rodriguez talks a lot of mess, but like I seen Cody Turton trying to bully, Victor, and Victor's like, all right, you can call Victor a bum, but I don't like it when another bum is bullying another, like cyberbullying another. I just didn't like it. I didn't like that shit. It didn't sit right with me. So, yeah, I hope Arroyo kind of teaches this dude a lesson, bro, and fucking flatlines him. So I'm taking Arroyo by first round KO. Next fight, Joanne Calderwood versus Taila Santos. Really, really dope fight in the female division. I think both ranked girls, actually. Yeah, it's going to be dope. I mean, JoJo, she's really, really good. I think this goes to a decision, honestly. I got to go with Taila Santos. I mean, Santos can wrestle. This could be a robbery. This could be a really, really close fight, like the Lauren Murphy fight. But I just honestly feel like Taila, when she's mixing her takedowns and her striking, she's just been looking really perfect. She has the 3-inch reach advantage. I mean, Joanne's really good with her Muay Thai and her kickboxing, but she's kind of stiff. Taila's a lot more smoother. Her combos look a lot more slicker. But obviously she was fighting fucking Roxanne Modafferi, who just recently retired, I heard, which is hilarious. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Man, it is. But yeah, Taila, I mean, I think, she's just on the up. I think JoJo's doing this weird thing, but JoJo is due for a win. She's had this track record of loss, win, and then loss, right? So technically she's due for a win. I don't know if I'm going to buy that logic. I know some people have used that logic for Charles Rosa, and it's fucking, they've aced it, right? So I don't know. But I got to go with Taila Santos. I don't think JoJo's going to beat her. I just don't. I think Taila's going to take her down. I think she's going to... There's no deficiency on the feet. Like, if there's not a big deficiency on the feet, then JoJo wins it, most of the time. Like, with Jessica, I mean, that one, I don't know why I picked Jessica's dumbass, but it is what it is. That's in the past. But with those kind of fights, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't say Jessica, like, JoJo's way better than Jessica but she's obviously a better kicker. I don't think she might be a better kicker than Taila, but it's not I just don't see the big deficiency on the feet. And it's also not a thing where, Taila is only one-dimensional. Like, Jessica is one-dimensional. It's not like she's going to fucking take her down. Taila can take this girl down, so I think also Taila has other tools to win the fight. I got to go Taila Santos by decision. And yeah. Next fight, Adrian Yanez versus Davey Grant. This is super, super dangerous for Yanez. I mean, dude... oh man, Davey knocks motherfuckers out. Yo, this dude is scary. Cheeto kind of handled Brody, but I mean, that was, he lit Cheeto up in that first round. He does have a win over Cheeto, so they're 1-1. Davey's 35 years old. I mean, he's tough as nails. He has real knockout power. He's just super stiff. But I mean, when he fucking lands, I mean, dude, you better fucking pray. your soul doesn't leave your damn body, man. What he did to my boy Jonathan Martinez was nuts. I was shocked. I had a parlay with Martinez and I forgot someone else that won, and Martinez had dropped him, and I was like so confident. I was like, yo, Martinez is gonna take him out of there, and he fucking slept Martinez. I was like, yo, I will never disrespect Davey Grant again. So he's real scary territory here. I think Yanez is really good on the feet, but he kind of got lit up by Randy Costa in the first round. The jab was money for Costa, but he got tired. Yanez is tough. I think Yanez can take Davey's shots. I don't think he's ever been slept. I don't know. I could be wrong. I know he's lost decisions, but I don't think he's ever been slept. I could be wrong. Yeah, he lost to Miles John, Domingo Pereira. Yeah, he's only lost decisions. So, I gotta take Yanez here. He's the younger guy. He seems like he's, rising. Davey seems like he's kind of going down. But it seems like Davey only lost that Cheeto fight because of the grappling, honestly. But Cheeto's also, Cheeto's just one of those motherfuckers. I might be still mad about what he did to my boy Frankie, but, the dude's good. The guy, he's just one of these fucking slow starters. And I know it might sound weird. I actually like slow starters because they just build. And I love seeing that kind of like artwork for him because he's like, his fighting style is like artwork because he's always building until the finished product. And what he did to Davey Grant, the elbows and just the ground and pound in the third round, it was fucking beautiful. The guy is good. I can't, as much as it pains me to see that fucking photo they have of Frankie. He's a good fighter. Yanez is also, in my opinion, a good fighter. I did pick against him when he fought Costa. I just thought Costa could beat him. And I was close, but Costa couldn't. He didn't have the gas tank. And yeah, I'm going to take Yanez here. I'm going to take Yanez here by decision. I think Davey's super, super tough. I think Yanez just has a speed and a striking advantage and a boxing advantage. So I'm taking Yanez by decision. But Davey's super, super tough. And in the co-main event, but the people's main event, Michael, the GOAT, Chiesa versus Sean Nobody Knows Brady. Some dude they got off the street from my boy Chiesa. Y'all already know I do have a breakdown on this, so go check that out. But y'all already know it's Chiesa Fight Week. This is what y'all all here for. Is my boy Chiesa. I know I didn't see the fight. Supposedly he came off a loss to Vicente Luque. I never saw that. I've never heard of that fight. I don't think I know supposedly there is a live stream of me watching that fight, but I don't think you guys can pull it up. It doesn't exist. But it is what it is. This is a really, really good fight. I'm a little concerned for my boy Chiesa. Brady, even though he's a nobody, he looked good in his last fight, and he's been looking pretty good. He's been dubbed the future. A lot of people say he's a future champion, next GSP, but the next GSP is gonna have to wait. The boy's from Philly, and he's gonna have to go to Philadelphia with a sad face because Chiesa's getting that W. Chiesa all the way. He's been there longer. He's fought better competition. His submission game's pretty good, and you never know. He might show y'all something on the feet. Chiesa might show some of that boxing. He's been working with D-Rod. I've seen actually he's been sparring with D-Rod, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully Chiesa can get some good things from him. But yeah, I gotta take my boy Chiesa here by decision. Gotta go with the GOAT by decision. So it is what it is. And in the main event, Ketlen Vieira versus Miesha Tate, there will be no fucking breakdown for this whole fight. All I gotta say is in Ketlen Vieira we trust. Please. Ketlen, end this nonsense. I'm tired of the cupcake era. It was over fucking like 4 years ago. Now the hoe is back and she's running a fucking muck, and she's so active on Twitter just talking mess. For the love of God, Ketlen Vieira, jab her face off. Don't get taken down. You've been here. You're a competitor. This is just some hoe that wants to take your shine and wants to make it check. You got title aspirations. She's just here for the money. I don't know what she's here for. To ruin my life. You know what I'm saying? To ruin the MMA fans' life. For love of God, Ketlen Vieira, take care of business. I got Ketlen Vieira by decision. I'm also praying to God as we speak. Like, bro, please, like, please. Doesn't matter what you believe in, Allah, Buddha, they all don't fuck with Miesha Tate. So, this ain't cool. So we gotta go with Ketlen Vieira by decision. Yeah, she's a dog here. I mean, I'm gonna put money on her. I think she can get it done. She's active. She's been a lot more active than Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate just recently beat a fucking PE teacher. She gets no street cred in the hood. That's bullying. Like you don't get respect for that. So and she's young. She's younger than her. Miesha's 35. She's kind of going in out of her prime. She's still in her prime, sadly. Sadly, she's still in her prime. But she's out. She's getting out. So hopefully Ketlen Vieira can kick her out of her prime and maybe put her in retirement, hopefully. But it is what it is. I got Ketlen Vieira by decision. That is it for my video. Oh, I forgot to do my plugs in the. Hey, it is what it is. You guys, I don't care. But don't forget to follow me on my on my Instagram, on my Twitter. Yeah, subscribe, like, comment, share the video. If you made it here, hey, thank you. You're a real one. I wanted to do that in the beginning, in the intro, but I'm tripping. Y'all always forget. I'll try to make a mental note to plug my my social medias in the beginning of the video. But yeah. What do I have to say? I don't think I have anything else to say. Yeah, I think that's it, right? All right, love y'all. Oh yeah, I gotta watch that Miami Heat game versus the Clippers. I'm a little late to that. But yeah, love y'all. Goodbye. Let's go Heat. Hopefully we beat them fucking bum ass Clippers. That was for you, SSG. I love y'all and goodbye.